I got back from the park and I just watched WICSO, and what I saw. If you haven't watched it, I'll recap for you. Let me let's hope the phone doesn't break. Uh Here's the recap. WICSO, if you didn't see the thumbnail, Old Empire's back. I'd put Old Empire Prince. It isn't called the Old Empire. It's called Mesopotamian Unitary. So, yeah, that is insane. Yeah, they are. And if you don't know what this country is, it was designed as a union between Upper Mesopotamia and the Arabians. So they just have, and there were a big Cold War nation, and also they had were forbidden after World War IV. So that's why, and World War III technically, but Edith says it was World War IV in the Mesopotamian Accord problem, and then just told him, "Yo, no more world empire." So they it did kind of break the accord. So, but also, if you think of what I think will win, definitely not Bob. So, of course, no Walmart is not winning, but also, I don't think here's who think I'll win. I think the uh look at these feeds. We got let me try and upscale it a little bit to make it better for y'all. Let me just uh here are their feeds. We got Mesopotamia's Star Alliance against the Thunderbolt Alliance. I bet was made by Greece. But anyways, how is Mesopotamia going to win this? I will be surprised if they win this. It's either they lose and then it come. It's either they lose or so I think they will lose somehow. The the Unitarians will somehow lose. I believe it. Even if there was, even if they win, they're still going down anyways because of the testament, of course. Because either old Trump will come out with this China, of course, or they're just, or some aliens just take over them, and it will be the biggest surprise of them all. Because how are they going to deal with this? And especially if Ethiopia is there. Because, like I said, if you haven't seen my mistrust happen, every time Ethiopia joins, it ends with the death of the old empire, or at least Mesopotamia, in that they are not going to win. I'll be surprised if they win, but at the same time, there are a few advantages. Like India, how is India going to win? How is India going? Let me just get to the. Let me just find the part where it's just. Indochina was part of this. Let me tell you, there was uh I couldn't find it, but it might be somewhere. Because how is are they going to win? Mesopotamia's strongest country, I believe, to be his friend, is either, and I don't know how the Americans are joining this, even though they were against them in the Fourth World War. Because why is they on a different team? That is their strongest nation. Why will they join? They're going to become. It's, but at the same time, they're there's two strong nations right here, and then one strong nation. Though. Then, and then we talk about Africa. Look at this. Morocco's the strongest country in this list. It is probably going to lose. Well, it's not going to lose, but we got a team effort between these two countries against this, which either will live enough to see the day or they're going to lose. They're either going to lose or the Tasman they'll win, but the Tasman will just get them anyways. So even if they do win or lose, and I don't know how they win, they're going to lose anyways because the Testament, of course. Pacifica is right here. And they got a lot strong. India strong, China strong, Morocco strong. The Dutch was falling off, but they still have a strong. Although Norway and Union and the Eastern Romans are strong, but they can barely take out Greece. How are they going to take out the Dutch? And the French? Forgot about these. I fear he's going to have some flashbacks with World War III and World War IV, technically, but mostly World War III. What are the Norse going to do? Unless they get Finland to help them. What are they going to do? They got to deal with two of their old enemies, the Dutch and the Russians, which they are not friends. They are not. Poland is involved, maybe later, but Russia has two choices that they're going to fight, which is the Farmers Union, which is less likely, or the Eastern Russians, which is most likely. But they're going in this whole Siberian country. Well, China, and we even got Tibet. They're going to use their ancient monk techniques against the Mesopotamians. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're just going to use ancient Tibetan monk curses on them. I don't know how. Because Tibet always wins. It always solos. Each time they join a world war. Now, or at least a war, they always win a war somehow. Alright. And even if you, and there is a lot of countries that are in this list, I'll be surprised if the Unitarians win. I'll be surprised. But also, it could happen, but even if it does, they still have those. They still have these guys right here. They gotta find aliens. They gotta find them. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna find them, but even when they, how the Unitarians are gonna win this, I don't know, because their strongest nation is literally America, which is in Mesopotamia, has to get plot in order, has to have plot armor in order to win. I think because they gotta deal with a Tibet with prep time. Oh, alright. They got prep time. And then the bug. The bug is a pain. And my bourbon bad, bad. With the Iron Dragon. Alright. And before you, yeah, sorry about that, but how are they gonna win? How are they gonna win? World War Three. World War Six. And also they gotta deal with gold team because, and if you don't know, the gold team always wins when they, well, not always wins, but every time they win, well, Mesopotamia joins a war, and and Ethiopia joins. Like anyway, they're losing. They're going with like Yemen, they become a railroad, then Yemen just gets revived, and then pushes the Mesopotamians, and then they're living, and then Earth blows up somehow, and they everyone loses in their own war. Like, and it will be like, how could you lose in your own war? Like, how are you sorry at your own court? Yeah, you'll be laughing like that. But anyways, other than that, that's all I have to say. Other than that, how are they going to win? And I don't know how.